Chinese men I've seen here, or I've seen some huge, oh my gosh, huge Chinese men here. Yeah, and they're Chinese, and they're tall. And yeah, so it's one of those things where you don't know till you know kind of thing, but it's kind of nice to see that we can be wrong about some things in life, and yeah, realize it. Like, it's kind of cool. Like, I see tall Asian men, and it's not to say that it's normal here, but it's not a wonderment anymore to me because I've seen them so much. Like, you know, like, the same thing back home. Like, if you see somebody really tall, you're like, oh, he's tall. I feel like that here too. Like, oh, he's just tall. Not, oh, he's a tall Asian guy. So that's just something, you know, I wanted to share. So anyway, I'm sure there's going to be a lot more things that are going to come up where I will notice differences and similarities about living here in Hong Kong versus me having lived my entire life prior to this living in New York. So for now, that is all, and I will talk to you all very soon. Laters! I'm back again. I just remembered some really quick things, and sorry I'm laying down. I'm really tired right now. I'm really tired. But I remembered some quick things that I'd like to share about differences and similarities about living in New York versus Hong Kong. And first, I'm going to say that Starbucks, right? Starbucks is everywhere. Like, not as much as the 7-Eleven, but there's a lot of Starbucks here. And I remember how back home, like, I would treat myself to Starbucks. I think I'm going to have to keep that same agenda here as well, just because there's so many Starbucks, and I've yet to go in a Starbucks, just because I'm just trying to wait for that special moment. And also, I'm a little wary of the milk, just because I know milk here is very different from milk back home, and I don't even drink milk, so on a regular basis. So I'm a little concerned about that as well. So I have yet to go in a Starbucks, but to let you know, Starbucks are here, and there are a lot of them. So I'm sure I'll be visiting a Starbucks very soon, and I'll let you guys know what it's like. Second of all, I wanted to share something that I thought was really cool. You know, having to take the subway system here a lot, I actually happened to notice that seeing children go to school, some kids have their ride, the amount they're going to pay for their ride, on, like, encoded into their watches. Like, they just hold their watch up to the little swipey thing, and they get to go through. I think it's so cool. I was like, I want a watch like that. So yeah, like, we don't have that back home. Where, you know, I mean, we have, like, the cards where school students have, like, special Metro cards, like a school pass. But here, some kids have these cool watches. They just hold up to the machine and go through. It's amazing. So I thought that was really cool. Thought I'd share that. If anybody back home is, like, on the verge of inventing something cool to attribute to New York City public system, that might be something you want to look into, because I think that's really cool. Especially with kids, you know, you don't have to worry about losing their Metro card or bending it, you know, in their pants pocket or whatever. Just make sure they wear it on their watch. Like, well, you know, wear a watch and then it's there and they have nothing left to worry about. I mean, unless someone steals their watch, and you know how bullies, yeah, well, now I'm rambling. But, you know, a bully could steal their watch, and maybe that's not that good of an idea. But whatever. I thought it was really cool. Third of all, you know how back home in New York, like, the theater district is, like, a really big deal? Here, there's no such thing as a theater district. And yeah, like, the really good theater here, and it's, like, theaters that are just spaced out throughout the entire city. Really good theater here is theater that's in Cantonese. So I feel like if I want to go to the theater, it would be kind of like the same experience of going to the opera, in the sense that I don't speak opera. You know what I mean? I don't speak opera because, you know, it's not in English. So here it'll be this similar experience of I don't speak Cantonese, but you know, with this, you know, I'll just have to read the synopsis beforehand of seeing the show, and I'm really excited to experience Cantonese theater, just because it's something I've never experienced before, where it's going to be like real theater, not opera, like real theater, but in a language I don't speak. So I'm looking forward to that, actually. So I'll let you guys know about that ASAP. And apparently, the Western theater here is really bad. Like, it's like, for the most part, it's put on by Westerners who think they know theater, I guess I want to say. Like, I haven't seen Western theater here, but I've heard stories about it being really bad and being really amateur. So I'm guessing, like, Western theater here is, like, equivalent to, like, a really bad high school production of a show at a high school where maybe theater isn't something they do normally. So I'll let you guys know about that. I have to see some Western theater eventually, just to let you guys know. And of course, I want to go to the theater, period, because I love theater. So I got to experience bad theater at least once, so I can let you guys know how bad it really is, if it is really that bad. So I'll let you guys know that. And fourth and lastly, about the cabs. There are a lot of cabs here. And same thing in New York, how they give you like a starting price. I think back home is it $3 now? Well, here it's, I think, I want to say, maybe it was just depending on the time of night, but I want to say on average it's like $12 or $13 as a starting price. And again, with the money difference, like, that's not expensive at all. $12 is nothing here. So I want to say it's like as inexpensive as that, but again, it's like a starting price, and then you up it, you know, depending on where your destination is. So there's a lot of cabs, and but the thing is, even though there's a lot of cabs, depending on where you are, like, it's not easy to catch a cab. Like, one morning it was raining so hard, and we were gonna walk to the school, but we couldn't because it was like pouring. So we had to wait for cabs, and it was obviously like a cab pickup stop right outside the metro. And I kid you not, we were on that line for over 20 minutes with a bunch of other people in a queue waiting to catch a cab. And I feel like back home, if it's like a cab pickup station, like a pickup spot, like, you don't wait for a cab like no more than 5 minutes. Here, not so. And I don't have like I don't know if there's like private cab companies here. I feel like all the cabs I've seen are like are publicly run by the city, so they all look the same. So, you know, back home we have private cab companies, and that's like a really big deal, just because it's usually a lot less expensive to take those cabs. Here, I don't think they exist. So I just wanted to let you guys know that I have been in a cab in 1 week more than I feel like I've been in a cab in like 3 months when living in New York. Like, because it's so inexpensive, and I also feel because of the spacing of, you know, walking distance from your apartment to the metro, or walking from the metro to your destination, is so much longer than on average in New York, that taking cabs here is pretty normal. So I've taken a lot of cabs. I've not taken 10 cabs yet, but if you think about it, I've only been here just over 2 weeks, and I feel like I've been in at least 7 cabs. At least. Well, I'll say at most. But yeah, I've been in a lot of cabs already. So yeah, just want to let you guys know that. So goodbye for real. Well, not goodbye. Until next time, for real, for now. So yeah, laters.